Good morning, everybody. I'm back. I am due for an update. Time and life is just passing us by. Um, Messy hair today. Don't really care. It is Monday. Today is March 12th, 2018. I am today's the 12th. So today is my 18-month surgiversary. I totally forgot. I'm so glad it ended up being on a Monday like my surgery was, because that's usually when I do my updates. So today is my 18-month surgiversary. Boom. Anyway, so yeah. For those new to my channel, welcome. Subscribe below. I had weight loss surgery, vertical sleeve gastrectomy to be exact, on September 12th, 2016 in Hartford, Connecticut at Hartford Hospital with the brilliant Dr. Darren Tischler. My highest weight was 333.5. My surgery weight was 300.5. The lowest weight I have gotten to was 173.4. I did that approximately a month ago. Over the last month, I have been fluctuating. I had some weekends where I was binge eating. I had some days where I had my monthly cycle and was like craving crazy things. And then this past weekend, I went with my husband to our church's annual marriage retreat in Portland, Rhode Island. We had an amazing time. We didn't stay on keto. We knew we would have fun. It's kind of hard. The restaurant is very expensive. So although they had great food and we could have probably stayed keto all the way, there was no way I was paying those prices. And so we really was at the mercy of what restaurants were around there. We still, I believe, chose more wisely than we had, that we would have had in the past. So this morning, when I left for the retreat, I was 175.3, maybe. So this morning I clocked in at 179.1. So it is about a 3-point-something pound gain. Not bad at all. That's it. Today, back on keto. I'm going to do an egg fast the next couple days just to get myself into ketosis again. And then add in meat and veggies and whatever else I'm going to eat normally on keto on Wednesday. And then go on with life. So it'll come off. It always does. No big deal. I'll be pushing the water today and the good healthy fats. And that's my plan. So we had an amazing weekend. In the past, we have had marriage retreats in Newport, Rhode Island, and sometimes in Portland, Rhode Island. I like Newport better. I'm very much a water, sailboat, lighthouse, beautiful scenery type person. Portland it's a small city, very busy, hustle and bustle. It seems like they're always doing road construction. We stayed at the Biltmore Hotel, which was gorgeous. It was like a hotel that was probably like in the late 1800s, 1940s, 30s, 40s, 50s. There was memorabilia on the walls, which was great. Something I did for the first time, and my husband and I did it together, and we are going to continue doing it, was we did a infrared sauna treatment. We stayed in there for 40 minutes. You definitely sweat profusely. It takes out all the toxins that are in your body. We did that on Saturday. Yeah, we did that on Saturday. That was fantastic. It definitely gives you energy. Luckily, my friend, a member of our church, owns a place a couple cities over from us, and she has an infrared sauna, and so you do a treatment. It's not expensive. She gives me a good rate. It's like $35 for an hour. I could never stay in an hour, I don't think. I think I'll have to do a half an hour each time until I build up to an hour. I'm claustrophobic anyway, so when you're in that small tight area, you definitely feel it. So 40 minutes was great that my husband and I did. When I did get out though, warning to other people, I was dizzy. I was very dizzy. I don't think I probably drank enough water before, but I downed a whole 32 ounces of water when I got out of there. So it was fine. Within the first 10 minutes, I was just a little dizzy. Took a shower, got better, and then I felt fine. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. Oh, in the background, I hear my daughter, my 3.5-year-old, is up. Daddy is on vacation all week, which is great. We get to have him home. And so he's out there with her. But now I hear her. It's about, I would say it's approximately 8:30. I don't even know what time it is, maybe 8:45. So she slept later than usual. She was home this weekend with her older sister. My mom came over to pitch hit, and then I've mentioned in the past, my oldest daughter, who is 23, is very immature, and she does not treat her siblings well. A lot of jealousy, a lot of spitefulness that I had other children after her, and my older son does not feel the same way. He loves his siblings, so him and his new fiance, my son is getting married September 1st this year. I called from Portland, or not Portland, I keep saying Portland, I mean Providence, Rhode Island. I called and asked my son and his fiance January to take them and look after them so I wouldn't have to worry about them being verbally abused by their older sister. So they gladly did. We have a butterfly sanctuary here that's about 25-30 minutes from our home, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna actually post a picture of my 9-year-old that was professionally taken at the sanctuary holding a butterfly. The butterfly was on her finger, and it's beautiful. So I don't know how to do that here on videos. I don't know how to edit like some of you guys do, but I'm gonna put it on Instagram. So if you go there, my Instagram name is Dory's, no, it's, I forgot. I think it's Dory VSG Journey. Look up Dory, D-O-R-I, and you probably will get it because I don't think there's a whole bunch of us. And just put VSG in there. I'm sure you'll find it. But in any event, I'm going to put that up after I end this video. It came out beautiful, and I was so thankful that they took them. My mind was at ease. Isabella is 9 and Mariah is 8. Isabella is about to turn 10 in May. And so it was great for them to hang out with their big brother and their future sister-in-law, which sounds funny because they're older. I had my 2 children from my first marriage, and so then there's a big gap. There's a 14-year gap between my oldest daughter and then Isabella, who's 9. So in any event, after that, they went to Yankee Candle. If you guys do not know, that is a candle factory that we have here in Deerfield, South Deerfield, Massachusetts. It's about, 25-30 minutes. Like I said, the Butterfly Sanctuary is right near there. And it's just, it's an experience to go to this Yankee Candle. If you guys are ever in Massachusetts and you can get to the Yankee Candle Factory, they have the most amazing candles. I am obsessed with them. I buy them anytime that they are on sale. They have amazing sales, buy one, get 2 free. They have like hundreds and hundreds of different scents. They are amazing. I finally got an order in. I'm actually sending one of those to one of you in the community. I actually love their scents and everything. So they took them to Yankee Candle and then gave them dinner and then cooked them a wonderful breakfast Sunday morning of pancakes. And then they brought them back, and my mom was here to watch them until we got home yesterday. On the way home from Providence, we stopped in Connecticut. It's called Danielson, Connecticut. And there is a greenhouse that is called Logie's, L-O-G-E-E''S. And we get all our plants from there, like exotic type plants and citrus. My husband and I, we love... our hobby is like plants and citrus plants, and we have had Meyer lemon and We've had kumquat, and we've had oh gosh, so many Calamandan oranges and things of that nature. They're very hard to sustain because we live in such a cold climate, and so we have to keep them in the house under lights with heat. So we planned on the way home to stop there at Logi's. Martha Stewart is there a lot, so it's a really great greenhouse. And so anyways, we stopped there. I did not buy any citrus that like I had planned. They didn't have any mature enough that I wanted to buy them. And so I'm going to actually go to a local garden center here. It's called Hadley Greenhouse. Why do I not remember it? Anyways, it's Hadley Garden Center. That's what it is, Hadley Garden Center. So I'm going to go there. They have citrus. They have lime sometimes. I hope they have a kumquat. I hope they have a Meyer lemon. I want to bring them home. I hope they're already fruiting, which will be fantastic. So anyway, so that was our excursion yesterday. We stopped on the way home to get Mexican at a local restaurant here called Frontera Grill. They have authentic Mexican. It's not a Tex-Mex place at all. They make their own chips. They make the most amazing homemade salsa. And they also make guacamole. So good. Anyway, so we stopped there. One thing I don't get used to with this surgery, and I know you guys are going to be able to relate with me, is I cannot get used to the restriction. One day you can eat a bunch of whatever, and then the next day you can eat just a little. And so I had been craving Mexican food, and so we had the chips and we had the salsa, and I got guacamole, fresh guacamole made right at our table. And then I got a bowl of it's just white American cheese. They don't do the queso, the yellow cheese, but it's just white melted cheese. It's delicious. So I started eating that, and then I ordered seafood enchiladas on the side with rice, no beans. I didn't really feel like beans. And then, of course, I start eating, and I'm already full. And so I asked her to wrap my meal to go. No big deal. But then I wanted more guacamole. I wanted more chips. I wanted more cheese. I couldn't eat it, and it is frustrating. It's great that we have the restriction. That's why I got the surgery. So I can't eat or I'll get sick. I'll have like this very full over feeling. I can't drink water because I'm too full. So in any event, for that, it's great. But I have to say it is frustrating at times, only because I had craved it so much and I knew I wasn't gonna have it. I don't eat that. That's not my diet. I don't eat that. So this was really a special occasion that we went. Had the marriage retreat, planned to go to these places. Saturday night we ended up going to a hibachi, a Japanese steakhouse, and we did the hibachi, and I had what did I have? I had the lobster and scallops, and then I had rice, which I never eat rice, and so I had rice, and then some veggies, but I was full. And then I had an alcoholic beverage, a drink. It was white chocolate raspberry martini. It was a lot of alcohol, which I don't drink. And so I probably was able to have 4 sips. So if the martini glass was this big, I was able to drink that much. That's it. The rest I gave some sips to Bill, and it just sat there. So so I am thankful for the restriction, but in being able to eat out or plan these weekends away once in a great while, and then knowing that we're just not going to eat on plan is not a big deal. It's just that I want to be able to eat off plan, and then on let's see, Saturday morning we ended up going to IHOP. We went to one IHOP. That was near our hotel, but it was very run down. People, they didn't even greet us at the door. Another couple had been there waiting forever. And so we left and we went to another IHOP, maybe 10, 15 minutes away, and it was great. So I ended up having like 2 eggs over medium. I had 2 strips of bacon, 2 sausages, and then I had a crepe on the side, a sweet cream crepe. I ate that. I ate some of my eggs. I couldn't finish everything at all. I had coffee. And then we went to breakfast yesterday morning at this really cute diner that is, it must be a local favorite. There were a lot of people who lived in Providence who were there. I ended up getting, I was craving French toast and I never have bread. And so we got a French toast to split. And after 2 bites, I couldn't eat anymore. And I had gotten myself scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, home fries, toast. I had a couple of bites of toast, definitely just a one occasion thing. And then I had a couple bites of egg. I ate some bacon and a half of a sausage and I was done. And you know, it's frustrating because I want to eat. I want to eat the good food. I don't have it often at all. Maybe once a year I'll have bread. And so whatever. My husband ate it. Of course, he ate my leftovers. He doesn't have the surgery. He's lost almost 40 pounds himself just doing keto and paleo diet. And so he ate my leftovers and his leftovers and extra. And so, of course, he woke up today with a almost 10-pound gain. So we're back on plan today with eating healthy. And I think he's even fasting for the day. I don't know. But in any event, while we were there, there was a cute elderly couple who came in. The husband had on a World War II veteran hat. Something, I don't know, military people. I just have so much just gratefulness to them for fighting in the war and protecting our freedom. And so last year when we were at the marriage retreat and the year before, somebody comes in to the diner or the breakfast place or wherever we are in the morning, and it just so happens, I believe God sends them to me, but they come in and they have the veteran hat. Last year we were in Newport and it was at an IHOP, and there was a veteran, an older gentleman with his grandchildren, and he was teaching them just basic things about respect, and they were playing Uno, and it was just sweet. And so I picked up his check last year. I just said to them, you know, can you bring me his check? I want to pay for him and his grandchildren. And I wrote a beautiful note on the back of his receipt, of course through tears. I was crying and I didn't want him to see, and I didn't want him to know who paid. I just gave it to the server and asked her to give it to him once we left, and we left. And so yesterday I was able to do the same thing for that cute little elderly couple. They had to be in their late 70s, I would say, and they were enjoying their breakfast. And so I did the same thing, and on the back of the receipt I just said, thank you for your service, freedom, and see, I get choked up over it. Anyway, and I put a big heart, love Massachusetts, because I was in Rhode Island, worked for Massachusetts, so I just want them to know that someone loves them in Massachusetts. I'm such a geek. All right, let me get my focus back on here. All right, so anyways, in any event, that was yesterday. And then as I said, we got home and my kids were very excited to see us. And we have 4 children at home. And it was so funny. My husband and I, on the way, we were pegging which child was going to do what. And so I said to him, Mariah, which is 8, Mariah is going to come to me running and hug me first. I said, Victoria is going to come and hug my husband. She's 3.5. Then I said, Ethan is going to come right away. He's 6.5. And Ethan is going to come with us, come and say, what did you get us? And then my oldest daughter, who's 9, Isabella, is going to tell us everything that happened that was bad this weekend that my older daughter did. And so she's going to be the tattletale and get us going. And so sure enough, we come to the door. I walk in. Mariah comes running to me, gives me a big hug. So I check that one off. Ethan comes and says, what did you get me? I check that one off. Then Isabella gives me a hug and she proceeds to tell me, oh, you wouldn't even believe it. Sarah gave the kids cookies for breakfast and donuts. And she's my health conscious nut. And so she was not thrilled about that at all. And so she tattled, so I checked that off. And the only thing was Victoria is 3.5, and we had returned home with McDonald's because it was later and I just wanted to be able to feed them dinner. And so she went to go run to my husband but saw that I had the bag of McDonald's, and so she ran instead, wanted the McDonald's. So we were right about 3 out of the 4. We were almost right about the last one. So it was fun. So we had an amazing time this weekend. I'm back on plan. I'll give you guys an update next week. I have a Stitch Fix coming in on the, let's see, today's the 12th. It's due on the 17th. It'll probably be here on the 16th or something. I don't even know, but that will probably be my next video. And yeah, that's about it. That is my 18-month surgiversary update. See you guys later.